Imagine being one of the sweetest looking, smoothest singing, least threatening artists in pop music. Imagine writing songs so romantic they make people cry at weddings. Now imagine that the same guy who sings Just the Way You Are was once found in a Las Vegas bathroom with a bag of cocaine, like he was auditioning for a crime documentary. So here's the real question. How did Bruno Mars go from a bathroom bust to becoming one of the most beloved, scandal-free superstars on the planet? And how did the world just forget this happened? The rise of a golden boy. Before Las Vegas turned into an accidental plot twist, Bruno Mars, known to his family as Peter Gene Hernandez, was living the dream every aspiring musician prays for. Growing up in Honolulu inside a family of performers, he was doing Elvis impressions before he could properly spell Elvis. Teachers probably didn't know whether to grade his homework or ask for autographs. By 2010, the world had discovered what Hawaii already knew. The boy could sing like an angel who paid rent with high notes. He became the golden voice behind hits like Nothing on You and Billionaire, and suddenly record labels treated him like he was made of platinum. His debut album, Doo-Wops Hooligans, was weeks from release. Just the Way You Are was climbing charts faster than a toddler climbs furniture, and everyone adored him. He was pop music's poster child for wholesome talent, the kind of guy who looks like he'd remind you to drink water and text your mom. Life was perfect. Too perfect, apparently. One night in Vegas, the arrest. On September 19, 2010, Bruno performed at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. After the show, he went to the bathroom. Normally, that's the safest place in the world, a place for peace, privacy, and figuring out why casino drinks hit so fast. But this particular bathroom trip was about to become the most expensive bathroom visit of his life. Security entered and found Bruno with a small bag of white powder. And no, it wasn't baby powder or laundry detergent. It was cocaine, about 2.6 grams of it. You could practically hear the record scratch sound effect as the wholesome pop prince transformed into a breaking news ticker. Police arrived, tested the substance, confirmed it was indeed cocaine, and suddenly the name Peter Gene Hernandez was appearing in police reports. The world gasped. Fans were shocked. And the tabloids? Oh, they had a field day. This was the guy singing romantic ballads, not auditioning to join the cast of Narcos. It felt like watching a Disney character get into a grown-up scandal. Facing reality, Bruno versus the court? What happened next surprised almost everyone. Bruno Mars did not deny, deflect, blame his friend, or claim he thought it was powdered sugar for an emergency waffle. Instead, he did something rare for celebrities. He acted like a responsible adult. In February 2011, he accepted a plea deal. The court gave him a simple list of tasks: pay a $2,000 fine, complete drug counseling, perform 200 hours of community service, and stay out of trouble for 1 year. It was the judicial version of a disappointed teacher saying, "I'm not angry, just do your work and don't do this again." Bruno took it seriously. No drama, no excuses, no late-night paparazzi appearances. He kept his head down and got to work, proving that sometimes the strongest comeback is simply shutting up and doing what the law tells you. The case that magically disappeared. Here's the part that feels almost like a movie ending. After completing everything required, counseling, hours of service, the fine, and a full year of good behavior, the judge dismissed the case in January 2012. That meant his guilty plea vanished. The case didn't stain his record, and he essentially earned a legal do-over. It was like pressing restore factory settings on his career. One moment he was in a bathroom holding a baggie, and the next moment the justice system said, "All right, kid, you get a clean slate." And to his credit, Bruno didn't waste it. There were no future arrests, no scandals, no Vegas bathroom sequels, just music. Lots of music. Bruno's thoughts. Bruno Mars rarely revisits this chapter publicly, not because he's hiding it, but because his career afterward grew so massive, the incident became a tiny footnote in a very successful biography. But in a 2013 GQ interview, he opened up about it. He shrugged at the memory, admitted he was young, careless, and made a dumb choice. He didn't sugarcoat it or turn it into a dramatic TED Talk about redemption. He didn't pretend it made him a philosophical guru. He simply acknowledged the mistake, explained that he learned from it, and then went back to doing what he does best. Making music that forces people onto the dance floor, even if they swore they wouldn't dance. The comeback that didn't even look like a comeback. Usually, when a celebrity comes back from scandal, it involves dramatic interviews, piano music, crying, rehabilitation montages, and documentaries named My Truth. Not Bruno. He didn't walk. He moonwalked straight into superstardom. Doo-Wops and Hooligans became a global smash, giving the world Grenade, The Lazy Song, and other tracks that now live rent-free in everyone's head. His follow-up albums, Unorthodox Jukebox and 24K Magic, turned him into a full-blown icon. He won Grammys like they were buy one get one free coupons. His 24K Magic World Tour made hundreds of millions. Then he teamed up with Anderson .Paak for Silk Sonic and somehow won even more awards. By the mid-2020s, Bruno wasn't the guy who got arrested once. He was the guy dominating charts, selling out arenas, and breaking streaming records. Why no one talks about the arrest anymore? The reason Bruno's arrest vanished from public memory is simple. He never gave the story extra episodes. It wasn't a saga, it wasn't ongoing, it wasn't messy, it had no sequels, no spin-offs, and no shocking plot twists. It was a one-time mistake, followed by years of professionalism. His success drowned the scandal, his behavior erased the drama, and the industry, which loves chaos, eventually got bored of the most well-behaved pop star alive. When your biggest controversy happened 15 years ago and every year after that is filled with Grammys, sold-out shows, and hit songs, the scandal becomes a footnote. A dusty little, oh yeah, that happened once, trivia fact. What this story actually shows. Bruno's arrest story isn't about crime. It's about accountability. It's about a celebrity actually taking a second chance seriously. Most scandal stories turn into disasters because the person involved keeps falling into the same trap. Bruno didn't. He made one mistake, paid the price, and never revisited that chapter. That's why no one drags it up anymore. It's not that people forgot. It's that everything he did afterwards made the scandal irrelevant. Bruno Mars, today. Fast forward to today, and Bruno Mars stands as one of the most successful musicians of his generation. He's still selling out arena shows, still topping charts, still performing with flawless energy, and still making records that sound like instant classics. He's loved not just for the music, but for the showmanship, the dancing, the retro style, the charisma, the live band that never misses a beat. The man went from a courtroom to collecting diamond certifications like souvenirs. The scandal didn't define him. His talent did. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story Bruno Mars probably wishes the internet would permanently delete. But honestly, it makes his rise even more impressive. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the crime no one talks about anymore, make sure you hit that like button and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we've got more celebrity secrets, untold stories, and wild twists coming your way. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay curious, and remember, what happens in Vegas sometimes becomes a YouTube video.